I'm trying to. Look, you can kind of see it. Hang on, I can't find the button. I can't find the button. There it is. And we're in. Okay, this is what it looks like to make jewelry. We're gonna start off with any kind of wire, but I love using 20 gauge. I can show you, as you can see. And then in just a crystal, I like using this rose quartz one, and I'm just cutting wire. A lot of this is gonna be so much more simple than you think, and if you've just ever been thinking about it, this is for you. So I just pulled wire really long, folded it in half, and cut it. So now I've got two equal shorter pieces. It doesn't really matter the actual length. I never really measure them. I just do a nice strong line from shoulder to shoulder or a little bit wider and fold it in half and cut it. Then I kind of straighten out the edges as you just saw, and then I turn this into a little X. Keep straightening out the edges. I want these lines real tight. I want it to look like angels wrapped it. And I'm just twisting it together over and over until it makes a kind of rope backing. So it's that little guy right there. And using that, I'm gonna put it right up against the edge of that crystal. Yeah, that was supposed to be a thumbs up. Pretend you saw it. Okay, then you put it on the back, and you're gonna take two pieces, as you can see on the bottom, and you wrap those together. You are gonna use a lot of pliers because your little hands, even if they're as baby size as mine, will not be able to get as tight as you need. Then you're pressing it down and doing the same thing again here. I'm taking two pieces that are one from the front, one from the back. Well, I was making that little center piece a little longer right there, but then I'm taking one piece from the front and the back, just like that. Come on, Bridge, you got this. Here we go. All right, yeah, they were in. And I'm making an X first and then just twisting. It's literally like you're just closing the bread tie bag. You know what I'm talking about. Just do that, but really, really tight. And then do it to the other side too. You're basically making a crystal cage. It's like a tiny cage for your crystals. Remember, guys, this phone is on my head in this video, and that's why it's so off anyway. Yeah, so we've got this. You push those things together, high, making these edges nice and long. It's like slaying edges, but for your crystals and not your hair. And I'm kind of making that roped part, which I think looks really pretty. I'm making that really long so that I can twist those together and have the top of what's called the bail, which is how you get out of the necklace. You bail out. But yeah, so I'm pressing those together, making the tops of them nice and straight so they don't poke me in the eyes, which happens literally all the time. And then I'm bending them, and again, it's that X I make right there, and then I start twisting. Doesn't matter how loose it is because I'm going to go back in with pliers after and really tighten it up. So now I've got a little house there. And see, now I'm taking those pliers. I knew I was going to do this. Also, I filmed this already, so Deb will know it. Anyway, you're making little kind of dents, and I actually think they look kind of lightning shaped or wave shaped, if you will. So that's a really fun part of it, is making those little designs. You can kind of go any direction you want, up, down. Sometimes I do the center part. And then to make the bail, I take a pen because I love making big bails, and I just wrap it around. Well, that was a very quick cut. Okay, so yeah, basically I wrap one side around and then around the bottom. So you'll see it here. There you go. I'm wrapping it around and then around the center. So it goes around the top of the pen and then around the center. And the edges of the last little pieces of wire I will be able to take care of. And I'm just kind of pushing them in the best that I can get it to look. And the bigger the bail is, the different chains you can use. So that's why I like to do one that's the size of a pen. And then I take my pliers in, and I'm just tightening up this neck. I view this as the neck of the piece, and I want it to be nice and tight. The tighter it is, the less likely it will break or fray or come apart or lose the crystal, which would totally suck, obviously. So you can kind of see too, I don't want any sharp pieces poking out. The ends of these wires are really sharp. So I first curl them under with the pliers into a little hook, and then I kind of hook that under the base. And again, I'm gonna probably do this so much. This is like the biggest part of it for me, is I really like making them really tight at the top. So you'll see just a lot of that. And then I can slide the pen in and change the direction of the bail to decide what front is. And I decided I liked this. And this is just nice and, easy. This is like, hey, I'm just two pieces of wire, and that's it. You can wrap any crystal in any shape this way, which is really great. You get to be creative about it. You can add accents like spirals or other little smaller crystals on it, but I'll do a different video about that. But just remember the golden rule. You just need a cage around the crystal, and then it will be a necklace. So go for it. And that's my face, which lets me know. Oh, and that's Bama's face. So it's officially over. All right. Bye, guys.